louder.
Good evening.
Thank you. Before we start today's meeting, can I please request everyone to stand for a minute of silence for what happened today? Thank you. Good evening again, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
And good evening, guests.
Good evening.
Now, our theme for today is centered around love. So, to show all our speakers today a little bit of love, I'm going to ask you to please put your phones on silent. I'll give you a second. Everything that can make a sound. So, alarms, notifications, absolutely everything, please. Done? Everybody done? Can't hear y'all?
Yes.
Are y'all sure?
Yes.
Awesome. So now if it goes off, there will be no love. We're talking about love. If you're in a relationship, my only advice to you is to follow what Toastmasters says. Stay away from 3 topics. Sex, religion, politics. Don't bring these up. There is no winning. Unless you're a woman, then you always win. Yeah? Okay. Toastmasters is something I think you live and you breathe and you embody and you become over time. We have someone here who's been a Toastmaster for more years than some people have been alive in this room. He really embodies the spirit. Last week, he was in Dubai, and while everybody is doing the touristy thing, guess what he did? He went for a Toastmasters meeting. Not only did he go for the meeting, one second, he was the general evaluator at the meeting. Now, isn't that embodying the spirit of being a Toastmaster?
Yes.
Can't hear you all.
Yes.
Thank you. So let me introduce to you this man who instills so much inspiration in me. Our President, Toastmaster Melvin.
I see a lot of happy faces here. Now let me hear. Simran, you said good evening. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I think these are all the guests. I call to order meeting 1148. Before we go any further, I request the Secretary to please present the minutes of meeting 1147.
As the minutes were displayed and sent out in emails, there was one particular problem which an evaluator video was skipped. But however, we've checked with that problem and we've put that video up. For those evaluators who missed their video, you can definitely go back and check it out. So I think the problem's fixed, and apart from that, we have no other amendments.
Is there anything you'd like to add at this point for the minutes of 1147? Yes?
The fonts are not in order. It's quite out of order.
We can take care of that. With that, amendment minutes of 1147 stand passed. Last week, I was in UAE, and believe me, they have changed it to the happiness city. Apart from the work that I went there to do, I also went to a Toastmaster meeting which is called TGIS, which also meant, thank God it's Saturday. But one thing I realized over there, when you're a guest, you sometimes feel left out. So today I said, we're going to have a lot of guests, and I'm going to see what the energy of the guests are in the house. So I'm going to ask the guests, have you come here to become better leaders? Say yes.
Yes.
Looks like they are all want to be better leaders. Do you want to be better speakers?
Yes.
Better listeners?
Yes.
Better thinkers?
Yes.
Well, that is what we meet every Friday in the Bangalore Toastmasters Club, which is, by the way, one of the largest and one of the oldest clubs. And I believe Bangalore Toastmasters is the best clubs. Members, what do you think? Members are also convinced that this is the best club because the atmosphere over here is very conducive to build where leaders are made, which is the tagline of Toastmasters. We meet every Friday to hone our skills in communication and leadership, and like you said, for better speaking, better listening, and better thinking. That's what makes better leaders, and the world needs a lot of leaders. Being the Valentine, I hope all of you all had a good Valentine's Day. Yeah, I can see many are nodding and saying no. Well, you see, it's all about love. In a high school in UK, with these two boys called Fred, so let's say Fred 1 and 2, among many other students in the middle school. And Fred 1 was a very studious and hardworking student, get his projects on time, obedient, well-dressed, well-behaved in the class. And there happened to be another Fred, Fred 2, who was just the opposite. Always stubborn, not doing his work, not disciplined at all. And in UK, it's not very easy to keep children disciplined. But I'm going to curate this whole story. When there was a parent-teacher meeting, all the parents had to come and meet Mrs. Kate, the teacher, who was quite a teacher. So she said, when the first parent came in and said, actually Fred 2's parents came in and said, I'm the parent of Fred Kate. Mrs. Kate thought it was, Fred 1, and she said, wow, what a lovely son you have. I'm so happy to have Fred in my class. It is for this reason I am working here. I love to see students come up in life. And when the parents went home, they were actually expecting a lot of complaints about their son and how naughty he is in the class and how indisciplined, etc. He came and said, Fred, your teacher, he said, yes, I know what the teacher has to say. No, your teacher said, she's so happy to have you in the class. He said, what? She's so happy to have you in the class, and that is the reason she is working in the school, to have students who can come up. That very sentence changed the life of that Fred too. He came back next day, well groomed, in time, sat in the first row, started doing his projects in time, all because he was appreciated, he was loved. I think all of us at some stage want to feel loved. Loving others is good, but feeling loved is sometimes more important for us. And that is what changed the life of the student. To cut a long story short, this Fred too became a big financial banker, and actually when he was giving his speech, he said, one of the best teachers in my life was Mrs. Kate. Even at Toastmasters, we show a lot of love. We give you evaluations that are truthful, helpful. We give you a lot of, the atmosphere is very conducive to grow. We help each other. So you're in the right place if you came for this reason to our club. And you will see that in this club, We have so many people who have gone to great heights only because they've been given evaluations and advice that have helped them. Going forward to take this meeting, we have somebody who is called the TOD, Toastmaster of the Day, the MC, who will handle the whole meeting from beginning to the end. And he is somebody who is a self-made person who studied in a vernacular education, but he has come up the hard way. And when I asked him, what do you think about love? He being single, he said, what I love is idlis and dosas. He is somebody who has come up to the stage many times and walked away with the Table Topics Award. Put your hand together for the MC for today, Toastmaster Vaidyanathan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have heard of the term, in fact, the speaker needs no introduction, but this introduction doesn't need any speaker. Because it was such a lovely and lengthy introduction. So a round of applause to our beloved President, Toastmaster Melvin. Thanks a lot for those kind words, which I truly deserve but rarely get. At the beginning of this month, I was speaking at a seminar in Chennai. And the topic was very interesting. How not to woo a woman. Yeah, you got it right. How not to woo a woman. I think the organizers felt that I have all the right credentials to speak on this particular topic. So they invited me and I spoke. But the MC of that particular evening, a gorgeous young woman in the early 20s, introduced me as a very warm personality. I couldn't really figure out what exactly the meaning of the word warm was, so I checked the dictionary. It says not so hot. See, just imagine a person going all the way from Bangalore to Chennai to speak on how not to woo a woman, ending up with such an interaction. So it was not a very pleasant start for me this particular month. But that's when our VP Education, Toastmaster Abhay, who is smiling now. So he was desperately trying to reach me. So finally we managed to speak and he said, Vaidya, you are going to be the TOD for this month on 15th of this month especially. Me? I was pleasantly surprised. I said, Abhay, I'm neither a great speaker nor a very romantic person to be a TOD. That too next day after the Valentine's Day. He said, Vaidya, don't worry, you are quite natural. Natural? I was elated. Then he came out with a brilliant explanation. Vaidya, you are natural. Naturally dull. You don't need to put in that extra effort to look dull. When you are kicking start this meeting as a TOD, the subsequent speakers would appear much brighter in comparison. So I can't say anything against him, and then I took up his role. Ladies and gentlemen, standing in front of you is the dullest of this personality, the dullest of the personality. This club right now. It's not only about me. He said that he has handpicked every role takers for this particular meeting, especially the table topic master and the G. I asked him, how can that be possible? How can you pick and choose someone according to you? He says, by the way, I fell in love with the girl exactly a year back. Okay, great. So what? So I was running through a lot of emotions. I was undergoing a lot of emotional trauma in the last 1 year. I want this particular meeting to be a replica of the emotions that I have experienced in the last 360 days. I was puzzled and I asked him, how can that be possible? He said, Vaidya, when I fell in love with this girl, we had a very slow, steady and sedate start. The way you speak when you come on stage, very inspiring. I said, fine. And then in the second phase of our love innings, I was charged up. I was romantic. And I was running through a lot of emotions. So I wanted to pick and choose a Toastmaster who can replicate what I have experienced. I wanted to have a Toastmaster who can unleash the beast in himself. And Good is also a die-hard romantic personality. So I picked this person as a table topic master. Oh man, great. And how about the G? He said, why they are, that's a different story. That's the third phase of my love life. The third phase of my love life, just before we were about to get married, I was very passionate about whatever I did. Okay? And then, I could feel a sense of adrenaline rush within me. I wanted someone who can replicate whatever I have felt. So this person can whip up your emotions, he can whip up your sentiments, and he can give you a sense of adrenaline rush by the way he speaks. So I picked him as the general evaluator of the day. So ladies and gentlemen, three distinct personalities, three different role takers. One, a dumb, uninspiring devotee, a romantic table topic master, and a master orator who can give us a sense of adrenaline rush as your G. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this wonderful meeting. I know for sure that you will all enjoy this wonderful evening. So give a round of applause, man. How many of you are joining up for the very first time? So is there any first time guests here? Okay, for the benefit of the first time guests, let me take them through what exactly Toastmasters meeting is all about. This movement was started in the year 1924 by Dr. Ralph C. Smithy at Santa Ana in California, US. Ever since, this organization has grown by leaps and bounds, and today we have more than 14,000 clubs spread across many countries, helping millions and millions of people to help improve our communication and leadership skills. I think we deserve a big round of applause for being a part of this wonderful. A typical Toastmasters meeting will have three sessions. To begin with, we will have a prepared speech session in which a speaker comes prepared and delivers a speech based on project guidelines. And the second session is called as a table topic session in which a speaker will be given a topic on off the cuff, and the speaker has to speak on that topic for close to 2 minutes. And the final session is called as an evaluation session in which a seasoned Toastmaster dissects the entire proceedings of the meeting and provides us with various inputs on how exactly we can improve the quality of the meeting per se. So to take us through this evaluation, we have with us a Toastmaster who is a distinguished Toastmaster, who is a speaker par excellence, a TEDx speaker, 5 times district table topic champion and 3 times district evaluation champion, and he is a professor of commerce in Jain University. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome our general evaluator T.T.N. Rajiv Malwani.
Thank you so much, Vaidyanathan. That was a very warm introduction. Better than warm. Okay, whatever. Thank you so much. My duty for the day will be to evaluate and see what is happening during the meeting and give a feedback on how the meeting went at the end. To help me in this role, I have 3 of my people who are going to assist me in this role. One is the timekeeper. As the timekeeper, I have Shaina. Shaina, could you explain your role?
Yes. Good evening to Toastmasters and guests. One of the lessons of Toastmasters is to express your thoughts clearly and concisely in a specified time. So I as a timer will be helping to track your time and give you a gentle reminder when you will be crossing your time. So I'll show a green display when you will reach the minimum time of your speech, a yellow display when you will reach midway between the maximum and minimum, and the red card when you reach the maximum time limit. After I show the red card, you will have just 30 seconds to complete your thoughts. In the end of the meeting, I'll submit my evaluation to General Evaluator and then submit it to General Secretary. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shaina. As the R counter, we have Deepa. Could I ask Deepa to explain her role?
Hello everyone, as the R counter reporter today, I will be tracking and listening very carefully for the use of vocal pauses and clutch words such as you know, and also repetitive words or phrases. At the end of the meeting, I would give a compilation of sum total of all of these filler words.
Thank you, Deepa. It looks like we're having Women's Day in advance because the third person who's going to assist me is also a woman. Her name is Sapna. So Sapna, could you read out your role as the grammarian?
Sure. Good evening, everyone. So as the grammarian, my role is to make a note of the good usage and not so good usage of the English language. I will report the same at the end of the meeting. The word of the day for today is profess, and that means to acknowledge or affirm. So all the speakers are requested to please use this word in your respective speeches. As an example, I will start as the grammarian. Although I am the grammarian of the day, I do not profess to be an expert on the subject. Over to you.
Thank you, G, and the note takers. A round of applause for that. The theme for the day is make love a way of life. When I heard this theme for the very first time, I can't think of anybody else other than my mother. Each and every one of us who was seated here would have experienced that unconditional love that our mothers have bestowed on us, which have made us what we are now. So, on this wonderful occasion, let's salute our mothers and embodiment of love for the sacrifices that they have made in making our lives much better and fruitful. So now it's over to our first session, which is the prepared speech session. Our first speaker is attempting Project 3 from the Pathways Manual. May I request His Evaluator Toastmaster Abhay to read out the guidance, please.
Good evening, Toastmasters Day and fellow Toastmasters and guests. The speaker is attempting Project 2 from Pathways, which is called Evaluation and Feedback. And the purpose statements of this project are for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. Also, he or she has to demonstrate that the feedback received from the previous speech has been applied. Over to you. Timer note 5 to 7 minutes.
Okay. When I asked the speaker about the significance of today, that is Valentine's Day, he had a very quick response. He said, "Why they are going to ask me about this?" I fell in love with the pastry chef. And they got married to her. You know what's happening? I'm getting baked every day. This is what he said. So this gentleman is employed in a steel industry, and he feels that his values are much stronger than steel. And he's a fitness freak, and he wants to take part in an Ironman challenge. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands to it. Welcome our first speaker on stage, Toastmaster Kamlesh Kumar.